Hello all and welcome to another coaching educational video. My name is Chris Broomhead and today I'm going to talk you through Liraglutide and Dulaglutide, which are appetite suppressant pens. This could quite possibly be one of the most important videos I have ever done, because having tried these medications, they are some of the most useful tools that we'll ever have when it comes to the fat loss world. So, you'll have heard about these things before. Dulaglutide is a once a week application injection. Liraglutide is a once daily application. This is what's often pushed as skinny pens, skinny jabs and all these things. You've seen a lot of celebrities pushing this very hard, especially in the UK. I would say that's a wrong application. They are abusing this drug because they don't lose weight properly. They don't want to put the work in, they don't want to do the effort. Okay, putting it into my situation with an open eye and actually trying to assess the situation is very, very different from someone who can't be asked to lose weight. So I've now seen how these can be utilised and how important they can be for so many clients I've seen struggle in the past. Or for myself in the dog end of in a contest prep, when you start to become so food focused that it could lead to binges, it could lead to cheat meals that go out of control, but could often lead to full-on eating disorders. We see bulimia is rife in bodybuilding and in the general population as well. And most of the thing happens because people then restrict themselves so much, and then they binge, and then they feel so guilty, and they feel so uncomfortable with all that food in the stomach that they think, I wish I could just throw it up. And the first time it happens, that is when it starts to go downhill, because then you can just keep doing it again. And it can help people get out of situations like that. But this could literally save people from conditions like obesity, which is what they were prescribed and made for. These are not fat burners. Most people trying to lose weight and with eating disorders feel like they've lost control. The main thing these do is they give you the control back. Yes, there's always going to be those people that take the piss and they abuse them, and that is simply what they're doing. They can't be asked dieting, so this is why we have gastric brands, gastric bypass and everything else. Then they just eat small amounts of shit, but they still eat shit. Those people are always going to be there. And if they have the budget for these, then that's absolutely fine. They can crack on them like Gemma Collins, smash a pen a week, cut her appetite off completely, lose a couple of stone, and then just put it straight back on as soon as you stop using the pens. Because that's not what they're for. They are to help give you the control back when you're trying to lose weight. So you have to remember that, for example, some of the girls are coming down to sub 1,500 calories. They really need to get their weight off. And they're going to be there for a while. Diet fatigue starts to set in, and it starts to get really tough. And when that point happens, it starts to get closer and closer to breaking point. And a lot of them break. And when it comes to those bodybuilders, like, okay, we've got a lot more mental fortitude, we've battled through this a lot of times. Most of us still break. A lot of bodybuilders are bulimic and they just don't tell anyone. But I've spoke to a lot of people firsthand and they're fucked up, and it's why you'll see a lot of people who compete year after year, last about 3-4 years, and then disappear completely. Pay attention, you'll see that. A lot of them, you'll also see fire up in weight. Why do they fire up in weight? Because they can't stop eating. Okay, we can give you your control back. I'm someone who struggles with my appetite. It has a massive ravenous appetite all the time. So the two biggest things that this has helped me with is that I can wake up in the morning, I'm good. I'll do my cardio, I'll do my stuff, I'll push my first meal back, it's fine. The lower my calories go, the later that first meal has to get, just to try and control my calories for the day. It is a battle all day long to try and get lean. Some people don't have that problem. They don't have much of an appetite. They are literally like you with this pen. Anyway, that's the way their genetics dictate. Those people will often not struggle to lose weight, so they won't really understand how you feel. For those like me, it's fucking awful. All I do is think about food all day long. Even when food's high, I still don't struggle to get it in ever. So great, I can gain weight. Fantastic. It's getting it off, which is where most of us want to be. And then it comes into, I tried the daily one first, the Liraglutide, which is the most popular one. And it's weird because then you take it every morning, it kind of kicks in a few hours afterwards. But obviously, like I said, I'm good in the morning anyway. It's the evening I struggle. I have to save calories from the morning when most people have breakfast. I've got to put them at night time, right before I go to bed, otherwise I won't get to sleep. And a lot of people are saying, a lot of clients are saying, we can kind of get through the morning, stay busy. We can easily get 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, even 1 o'clock, have that first meal, we're good, powering through work, everything else. Gets the evening time, you're at home, long day, you're tired, and that nighttime meal often just doesn't satisfy you. Since I introduced these, I can eat my nighttime meal and I'm content. My meals haven't changed, same food, I'm just able to stay content. And the thing that always trips me up when I'm on a contest prep is there are some nights when I cannot sleep and I wake up in the middle of the night. I often go and eat food in the night. Since having these, I've not eaten one bit of food in the night. Okay, so if we start adding up the days over a diet, that could be, I don't know, 20 days that I then would have eaten food in the night, and I'm now not going to eat food in the night. If we say that's at least 500 calories a time, you can see that we're now by the end of the diet, we'll have a very different result, just based on that one thing that we've managed to correct. So even with all the mental fortitude in the world and all the effort and all the sacrifice, there's still times it trips me up and I feel like I'm losing control. And then especially this one, the weekly one, the full dosage is completely unnecessary. I actually opened it up and then used half the dosage because it's too strong if used correctly. If abused, you want to smash it in, kill your appetite, then by all means, go and do it. If you've got the budget. Like I said, the biggest drawback I've seen with these is the budget, is this cost. So the way these work, you have the Liraglutide is like an insulin pen. If anyone's ever seen an insulin pen, so you would screw a very small needle, which is double-ended, onto there. It's literally like a tiny pinprick, and that's obviously how diabetics use it all day long. They literally don't even feel it. And then on here, you get your dosage. So the average dosage is 0.6 milligrams, but you can see there was a lot of clicks to get there. So you could have half a dosage quite easily. And then if you were having 0.6, it would last 30 days. If you were to have less, it would last longer, but you don't need to use it every day. That's the whole point. If you're someone who's dieting down and you have some days that are lower calories, that's the days you probably want to use it because you're more hungry. Or if you're someone who, you're good in the week, but on the weekend you struggle, all right? Use it on the weekend. It doesn't have to be used every day. That's what I mean. It shouldn't be relied upon. It is a tool to aid you in a situation that you're really fucking struggling in. And that's what I've used it for. It's a tool that's utilised. It's not a, okay, I'm going to take this and do fuck all. No, you need to still do everything else, and this is going to help you actually be successful. Because a lot of people I've seen are still trying their best, and they get tripped up. Whether it's a little trip or a big fall on the face. These things happen. And what usually happens is it hits them mentally and they go, fuck it, what's the point? They lose control. I have never felt so chilled out on this low calories. I feel fine. Okay, let's just trial these as a fair, open-eyed view so I can assess them, because I feel they may have applications for, I know clients have struggled, potentially bodybuilders, at the end of a prep, post-show, when they have this swath over period when they start to eat and they can't get control of it. This is not a substitute for not doing your cardio, not doing your steps, eating shit. No, it's not a fucking substitute. It's something that helps you be more successful. It enhances that process that you already need to do. Having experience of these has blown my mind because of the excitement I've got knowing how many people it's going to help. And like I said, if you want to abuse them, fucking crack on, but that's not what you're coming to me for. This video here is to explain to you guys how the application of these medications could literally change your life. Because like I said, I eat my meals now and I'm content. I'm still eating my vegetables and my meat and reducing my carbs and everything else, just like I would do at this point of a diet. But I'm not highly stressed, training the client, counting down the minutes so I can eat my next meal and then get frustrated with them and I'm being out of this stress response. It's just not there. And that's why most people don't diet and they get angry and they blame bodybuilders because of steroids and everything else. No, they're fucking starving. This stops you being that pissed off and starving. It makes you feel normal. The other appetite suppressants we've had until this point do not do that. They make you feel wired off your tits, you're going to be worse. Or they make you feel like shit because they're fucking antidepressants. And okay, yeah, maybe if you're feeling a bit down from the diet, they pick you back up, but that's not what you want to do. It's not sustainable. These, you can pull in and out. There's no rebound after you stop taking them. There's no side effects that I can see that are clear. The biggest drawback is the fucking price. You've got £70 for one and £50 for the other. But as I said, if you then half this dosage, which I would say there's no need for a full dosage. I don't want someone to suddenly think, right, every time I need to lose weight, I need to take one of these. No. Some people say, well, is it healthy to take these? Well, it's a lot fucking healthier than being obese. That's the trade-off right now. You're going to die in 10 years because your body is under such stress from carrying 30 plus stone around. Or you're going to actually lose your mind with bulimia because you start cracking on the bodybuilding show because you hit such diet fatigue and just try to keep going and going and going. All of those things are far more unhealthy if you were trying to make the argument than taking a medication that, from what I can see, doesn't seem to have many pronounced side effects, bar the price. People are promoting the abuse of them and excessive usage. We're going minimum effective dosage just to help you regain control around a diet and exercise routine. So it's coming from a proper professional, not someone promoting the usage of a fat loss medication to make money. This is to help people. As you know, all my videos are doing. It's an educational video. Any questions, fire them at me. I'm still getting more feedback as more people try these, so we're seeing them in different situations, but from my personal experience, absolute game-changing medication. And I know This will help so many people regain control over their mental state and their body. So please ask me many questions you need. Let's get this going and let's get some people's lives changed. Speak to you soon.